You put on eyes on you when you perform. Eyes on I when I put on. Masterminded, haute couture, label horse can't clock. I'm so obscure. Masterpiece, genius, rip intravenous. Dedicate on marriage. Hey, I'm here to do a live today in regards to current energies and what's going on for the collective. I'm also going to pull some cards on it. So, yeah. I hope everybody is doing all right. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I got that from another reader. Well, I think most of the readers that I've come across that I feel like have resonated with me at some point. You know, I pay attention to them, I learn from them. And like I was taught, like when you like it was a lesson of mine that I needed to know, like when you are helping somebody or trying to do something different, you know, switch lanes, however you want to call it, and you learn from people, I just feel like you should give them credit, money, you know, whatever it is. Like if you've learned from them, then you're in alignment with them. So whatever it is that you feel like they may have needed or have wanted, because it's been spoke about, and some people call it hints like, oh well, they dropped a hint that they didn't have no money or whatever. But it's just like some people don't like to ask for help. Some people do, you know, some people like to be asked. But I just feel like it's just courteous to, you know, some people may call it pay homage. Some people like, you know, reimburse. You know, it's an exchange. And I just feel like I was thinking about like what we give our energy to. And I'm just cutting off and done with, you know, and this isn't new. You know, or can you understand? I don't know if you know. I'm just done with dealing with certain types of relationships. You know, because I just feel like, or can you understand? Because I learned that from another teacher or person that resonated with me at the time. Because I just feel like we all have been teachers at some point. even the other people I'm talking about that I came across and I learned something from them. And it may be a term or phrase that they use. It may be a way of doing things that they share, you know, but I've always tried to patronize them. Like if they have a tip thing, I would tip. If they did offer services, I would get services. But you know, and it was in alignment, but it's just like now a lot of people moving, but they want something for nothing, you know. And I feel like it's what it is now, but I feel like before, you may have noticed, they want something for less than what you are offering. They want to barter. Some want to do that. And I'm in the industry when I choose to be, because I switched up my energy in terms of this industry that, you know, I'm a professional in. Like the beauty industry, I was doing nails for years. Nails paid for college and everything. And to be honest, I felt like nails was like, you can get, if you knew how to do all aspects of nails, because it's aspects, you know, you got to be good with relationships, communication, integrity, honesty, you know, honesty, interpersonal skills, loyalty, and you really have to know your worth in that industry, because you come across everything, you know. Some may call it all walks of life. If you from that generation, or, you know, depending on how you resonate, because if you're new here, like I said, welcome. And I read intuitively. My readings are not gender specific nor sexuality. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Which is energy we all carry in us, regardless of if you are gay, straight, male, female, however you identify. It is what it is, unless you something else. And then if you something else, then do you. I ain't trying to force you to keep this label, because some may consider that a label, but I'm just telling you what I do. And yeah, I can narrow things down, but I'm talking to who I'm talking to, and either you get it or you don't. Respectfully. So Spirit, can you please give us some messages for the collective? What is going on right now on this Saturn day? What is going on right now on this Saturn day? What hour is this? I think we in the water hour. Give us a message for the collective. Alright, we're going to cut it and get a card. I'm using an oracle deck. First card out, we have heartache and loss. This is a 3. Let's get into these energies. So far, I'm just feeling like whoever feels like they are in heartache or loss, it's around them experiencing it, or they know of people. It's in your energy either directly or indirectly. So far, I'm getting that you need to speak. You need to say, hey, this is how I feel. You know, talk to the person. If they hear, you could talk to them. If they're in the 3D, you could talk to them. If not, talk out loud, you know. I feel like Make sure it's in alignment and with your highest good. Pray about it. However you do you. Because, you know, everybody do something differently. But you want it to be in alignment of all involved, I would think, because we talking about heartache and loss. So if you experiencing this or you cause this for somebody, you know, whether you know it or you don't, or you just feel for somebody, like, just express that, you know. I'm just hearing gratitude and appreciation, you know, however it resonates with you. What is this for the collective? Yeah, I'm hearing you need to speak. You need to open your mouth. Yeah, you need to speak or you need to open your mouth in regards to what's going on here. So, I'm sorry. My apologies. I just went over here for a minute because somebody just called me. So if the sound went out, somebody just called me. So, and I just went into their energy with what I'm saying. So, let's clear that out. Because this is for the collective. Okay, heartache and loss. You need to speak. You need to open your mouth. You need to express how you feel. Or if you know you hurt somebody, that's what you need to do. And I'm saying need because I just feel like it's something you know you should do, or it's something that would be a benefit to both parties involved. And I feel like some of y'all may be thinking, well, if it's in benefit to me, fuck them. Like, if you putting that energy on it, then you gonna get what you get, and you still gonna be walking in a road paved with karma. If that's your mindset about it. But all right, what else is going on here? I'm hearing love. They need love. They need love. I had watched that movie Barbie, and after a while it watched me. But I was listening to it, and the gist of what I got was like Ken's, in different aspects. They just wanted some attention. They just wanted some love. And the Barbies were super independent on they shit, and I ain't mad at them, you know, but it was like codependent, it felt like, with the masculine side, and then they went off and did their thing, but then it was just like, I'm gonna take over your spot, I ain't gonna be on my own. And it's just like, that's probably what an error was in the movie. And I can't remember how, I know Barbie, you know, got their swag back or something, but I say this to say this. Whoever this is resonating with, I'm hearing Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Virgos, some Virgos. Who is the Archer? That's Sagittarius. And Jupiter placements. Okay. And Jupiter placements. This is resonating heavy with y'all. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so you may get hit twice. And then Cancer, Mars is in Cancer. And when I say hit twice, I mean like just the energies. It may feel like you being double teamed because you got Sag season, Sag new moon, Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. You have several planets in retrograde right now. And Mars is currently retrograde in Cancer. It moved out of Leo. So Leo, you could be getting hit twice too. And however this heartache and loss resonates with you. you could be getting hit twice too. But my thing is just like, you need to speak. Like, I feel like it may need to be some apologies given. Like, I just feel like some people may call it be humble. And some people may call it transparency or honesty. You know, just depends on the energy you in with it. Because I just feel like, I know I've called it different things at different times in my life. And it is what it is. But it's just like, whatever you want to call it. Because I feel like some people, you know, that this is resonating with, they know they want to come in and speak. They know they want to come in and speak. But the issue is, and Cancer, it might be getting heavy now. Cancer, Leo. Because Leo, yeah, Cancer, it might be getting heavy now. And this heartache and loss could be money, could be relationships, could be friendships, could be career, could be somebody may not know how to switch lanes. You know, when something is not serving them no more, to go over here. Like, it's just giving who moved my cheese. And I read that book, but I didn't read all of it, you know, or at least I don't remember all of it. I can't remember. But anyway, somebody don't know how to switch lanes. And it's affecting them spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically. They don't know how to switch lanes. They, you know, settling and shit. And then I remember I was listening to something where they were saying like when you get older, you know, you be too old to be out here looking for relationships and all this other shit and woo woo woo. And you know, at a certain age, you should be settled down and all this other stuff. You get a certain age, you can't be out here like that. Out here like what is the question? That's what you need to ask these people. Out here like what? Because they out here and yo out here may be two different things. But you're worried about what people think, and you need to just do what you know is right to do in your heart, how you would want to be treated. Even though I feel like with this heartache and loss, whichever side of this you resonated with this, even though some people caused heartache and loss for somebody else and they know it, consciously or unconsciously, tangibly or intangibly, take it how it resonates with you. Look it up if you don't know. Respectfully, because I just feel like what I learned with some of the people that I've watched spiritually doing my healing or whatever, they kind of over explain at times. And then they say, you know, therapists say, well, if you over explain, you're used to not being heard or you're used to some type of trauma. And it makes sense. You know, it makes sense, you know, to me anyway. With the work that I've done, it makes sense, you know. But it's just like, sometimes I don't want to explain all the time. I'm talking to who I'm talking to. You know, like I said, I read the energies. And some people may say, well, what about the, you know, you say it's not gender specific and not sexuality specific, but what about race specific? Sometimes it's race specific and sometimes it ain't. We just talking about culturally. Some people may resonate more with it. I know I'm what I am. You got to know what you are and you got to know who you are. And some people are like, I'm not a what? Okay. You know, I'm not this, I'm not that. Whatever you are, you should know it, you know, in every aspect. And I feel like that may change and evolve. You know, but if you know yourself, like can't nobody tell you who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. But I feel like you with some part of this heartache and loss is some people are not dealing with people who have tried to tell them who they were or show them by causing events to occur to make them perform a certain way. Like if you box me in, you know, you have some animals that will, you know, be caught by a cage, but they'll chew their leg off to be free. And some of us like are not gonna be boxed in. So we're gonna do what we gotta do, you know. 2121. Some of us not gonna be boxed in, and some of us are feeling boxed in now. So there are some people that are pulling at your energy. Because I feel like all the zodiacs I named prior and the Jupiter placements in this video, like I feel like it's a mirror effect. Like Virgo, Leo, Cancer, whoever else I said, Sagittarius, I think. Feel like it's some Taurus in there too. This energy, you know, it's to do with self, you know, and or can you understand? It's to do with self as well as what you're healing and what you have healed. Because I feel like when I was speaking earlier, like I'm dealing reciprocal energies. Like some people are in heartache and loss because you have removed access. You've removed it. And I feel like I've learned that in relationships. Like when you're in a relationship, and when I say relationship, I've learned it mainly up front in my face in intimate relationships. But I've learned it in all aspects of relationships, you know, and when you switch that energy up, and sometimes you have to do it in the 3D. Sometimes you could do it all at once. Sometimes you know, you have to learn to do it and what rug you need to snatch from up under a motherfucker and choose you. 2222. But some people have pulled their energy back. What's that song? Is it Avant? Don't Take Your Love Away. Some people have did that too. And child will. And some people are going through some changes. So because of that, the consequences and repercussions, the response, the reaction, the action, the spite, because some people are feeling like some people did this to hurt them, and it's like, did they, or did they do it to love themselves or choose themselves? You know, so it's just giving delusions. And some people are in heavy heartache and loss energies, and some of us are just like pushing through, you know, because I feel like it's being released. However it's being released for you, It's either it's playing out, and I don't mean as in this is a joke, but I just mean to help those who may need a little bit of clarification, you know. And I'm not preaching, because I feel like if you know, you know. But I am repeating this in a different way. 45, 45. But the communication is out here real fucked up. We in retrogrades in quite a few planets. The planet of communication is in retrograde, and some people are trying to make nothing out of something when it comes to those who have like took their love away. Took their love away. Took their love away. Snatch the rug from up under them. And some people want to be in your energy so bad that they're studying your movements. They're studying your movements to try to feel like, yeah, and I know when you do this, you do this. You know how like, is it I am Zoe? I am Zoe. The guy, and respectfully, I don't know how he identifies, but I believe his pronouns are he, or maybe they too. I don't remember, but he's funny. And I believe he's of the LGBTQ community, but he used to do the split videos with the children, and it would be funny, and he was like, okay friend, call me back, you know. And those are like hilarious, like, but the talent is there. And I just feel like some people are studying the same thing, you know, looking at the videos, getting the skit down, creating skits, situations to try to pull you back in. So if you are online, if you're online or nah, you're being watched either way, you know. So whether you have a public profile, channel, whatever, they gonna feel like they know you, or they're studying whatever it is that they can see that you choose to share, excuse me, with the people that are outside of you, and that you have removed access from. Access is denied. They're studying you, you know, but I feel like it's a distraction. We've had spiritual union to come out, and this is for those who are resonating with this, that have taken their energy away, like chose themselves. And spiritual union is a 2, and then we have a 2 moving into 3. Now some people had this and shitted on it. So now they're here. But some people took this and healed from it. Spoke about it, did whatever they're going to do, help themselves, help other people. And now they're headed toward this. But have you resonating with this? Somebody's trying to come back around in regards to those zodiacs that I spoke about earlier. And it's more zodiacs involved, but their energy is heavy. You know, Gemini is there too. Yeah, Gemini is there too. Because I feel like you remove access from friends, ex-lovers, lovers, family, you know. And it's given, I know you think this song is about you, but I just feel like the people that chose to take this past energy and heal and get here, it's just like, I didn't do this to spite you. It's had nothing to do with you. This is me. This is me being me. This lane wasn't working no more, so I went over here. Like, and I didn't want to be in this lane no more. Even if it was working, I went over here. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah. Some people didn't want to stay in that lane, you know, and they chose to go over here where two heads are better than one. That could be nasty. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not, but I'm speaking in every aspect that is in alignment with you. That's those who's resonating with this. Like, you was just like, I'm gonna go over here. I don't want to do this no more. This heartache and loss, because I feel like this is generational, you know, as well. You know, you're experiencing it now. You know, it's just giving, or can you understand? It's just giving. And I haven't read post-traumatic slave syndrome. I haven't read it yet. But I feel like when you healing, you know, you realizing that, yeah, that's what it is. And I haven't. I just feel like she know what she talking about, but without having to read it. But I didn't use that to not read it. I just haven't read it yet. But child, it's some heavy work that some of y'all did. Virgo, Gemini, Leo, take it how it resonates. It's some heavy work, but I feel like that same Virgo, Gemini, Leo, and all the other signs I mentioned early in this video, you have people against you of this same zodiac that's in you, you know. So whatever you're made up of, and like I said, it was Jupiter placement. So you may be a Gemini, and your Jupiter may be in Sag. Take it how it resonates. But I felt like you've also had, you know, Gemini and Sag or Jupiter placements of that same, you know, makeup come against you. But it's just giving bloodline things. It's just giving curses. This ain't the first time this happened. It's just like what? New level, new devils. But sometimes it's the same devil until you know, I guess for lack of a better term, slay it. You know, I guess it's the same devil. But these people that are experiencing this, you taking your love away, 333. These people that are experiencing this, they're going to try to create a distraction, some type of skit, some type of something to pull you back in. And it's a distraction. And you know, your discernment needs to be where it's at. You know, if you know, you know. If you want to know, you can go down that path too. But for some, it's over. It's over. 2 and 3, 3 and 2, however it is. Like, you know, because I just feel like some of y'all went through the stages of leveling up. And some people are on a decline. Like, it's a slippery slope. It's, what's it? A razor blade. And some, the old heads used to say. So I forgot the terms. Going down a razor's edge. An alcohol. I can't remember. I used to hear it in the barbershops. But somebody is on the decline and somebody is on the ascend. And some people wanna make it like, or feel like, or they feel like that the sand may be in the box. But it's just giving, what's that card? And it means endings, letting go, and illness. Endings, letting go, and illness. I'm going to show you the card. Nine of Pentacles. It's completion. This is a little Norman deck. You have the playing cards up there too. Nine of Pentacles is completion. You have an 8. 8, 9. It's like the cycle is over. So, you know, I don't feel like people are gonna be, well, I don't know. To be honest with you, Shad, I do not even know how it's gonna go for everybody, because everybody, I said how I read energies. Everybody, I'm not even trying to be bothered with, you know, because you got people that's trying to like pull you in with energies, trying to create. They could be manifesting on you, sitting there masturbating to you, you know, all types of stuff, just to try to get back in your energy, you know, your aura, your mind, your body, your spirit, your house. Like, I don't know how it's going to go for some people, but for those who are on the ascend, it's complete. So it is what it is. But some people feeling this heartache and loss. However you resonate with it, speak to the people. Speak to yourself. Speak out loud, because people feel like, well, I'm gonna talk to them, they ain't here no more. And this is only working, you know, because I like I said, you're being watched. And I know some people are at the level that they feel like, well, okay, she said if you want to speak to somebody that you can't, they ain't here. Because here is different for everybody. They not here, then you could just, so some people may try to harass you with what I'm saying. But it's not for them. So it's not going to go right. You know, for those that is trying to, you know, take the cowardly way out. Because my thing is, accountability is the energy of what is going on with this Mercury retrograde right now in Sagittarius. It's just giving account to fucking ability. Own your shit. Own it. Or it's going to own you. And maybe you don't want to own every single thing. You know, maybe it's just like, well, I don't want to share all that. And it's just like, okay, that makes sense. Because you may not want to. But I know my uncle, when he was going through rehab, he was telling me like, you have to, don't fight it, just go with it, you know, because this is what you want. This is a part of it. You know, it gets easier. I think he said it's easier when you don't fight it. And, you know, some people have used that in terms to overpower people, you know, to take their power away. But he was saying it in terms of, this is what you want to do. You know, this is good for you. It's in alignment with you. It's what you want. You've tried to do it so many times. And some people may feel like you failed, or you may feel like you failed, but you keeping at it because you're different now. You evolved more and you're doing this now. So, you know, you are really just trying to like keep going. Even though it's difficult, but shit, where you came from is difficult. So it's just like, Some people may feel like it's two of the lesser evils. If you feel like it's evil, maybe that's your path. I don't know. Some people may feel like, you know, it's the world less traveled. But some of us stayed in the lane we was in when it was time to switch lanes. And you knew it was time to switch lanes. And now the lanes are being switched again. And you can't go back. You can't go back. It's just like one of them lanes is not an option anymore. Or all of them lanes is not an option anymore. Like you in the lane that you in, and all these other you have no access to, you know. And I just feel like with these lanes, with these options, like, you know, as I was like these past few years, it was just like you are, life eventually breadcrumbs you. You know, like when people say, or I said earlier in the video, like, you too old to be out here, by a certain age you need to be settled down. But you can't force that. You can't force that. You know, you got to choose that. Because I just feel like life will give you little nudges and let you know, like, hey, it's time to chill. Like, it's time to do something different. You know, no matter, you know, when you get a little hot in the collar a little too often, it's time to do something different. It's time to stop coming around. It's time to, you know, fall back. It's time to, you know, chill. And it may not even be anything to do with the situation or the person. It may be to do with you and where you need to go for what you say you want. And it ain't personal. But it's just like some people that chose not to switch the lane when it was time to switch lanes in the past. Now they in the lane and now they ready to switch lanes. They don't know how to switch lanes, so they want to come back to you and create a situation where it's an emergency. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. But this 2 and 3 equates 5. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. It equates 5. And some people did what they had to do. Turned it into an 11. And some people trying to come in to distract you from this. Like, I feel like for some, it could be ex-lover, family, friends. For some, it could be just the ex-lover. For some, it could be just family. Like, it's some haters in the mist. And you know, some of them gorillas, but some of them want to give you, you know, or give the energy as if they're a gorilla. And it's like you, what Young May say, it's like you got, I got 2 lions, you got 10 sheep. It's like that for some, and for others, we talking about wild boars. Some people are having a real hard time out here, and they trying to come back in. But some people may feel like, you know, you in, and they want to draw you out. You know, like they may want to start a fire, an emergency. And this could be like, you know, in any aspect. But let's talk about the physical. 444. Let's talk about the physical. It's just giving karma is raining. And I said this before on my one of my social medias. Like, I think it's still up there actually. Karma is raining. And some people want to get you all mixed up during this Mercury retrograde. But if you know, you know. You trust you. So however it goes, whatever path you choose, you know you're gonna be A-O motherfucking K. And you also know those who come against you are gonna be destroyed in whatever way is whatever way. Because I know another thing I learned through life is like, God, if you ask, you'll receive. You know, some things take longer than others. You know, some things you ask for is just like, are you ready for that? You ready for it? You sure? You might fuck it up. Cause I was talking to a friend and we was talking about another celebrity, and he was like, well, you know, he talked about how it was Tyler Perry, and he was like, he talked about how he got so many millions and he lost it all or gave it all away. Cause I can't remember. And he talked about something else. He got it again, and he was like, well, how would you get it again? And you know, and then do the same thing. Why would you? And it's just like, Because I had said something about Tyler Perry that he said something like, sometimes you just have to listen. Like when he was doing his plays, I think he was on Joel Osteen. And it was just like, sometimes you just have to listen and do what you're told to do. And he did it, you know, and he said he lost money. And it's like, well, God, why would you tell me to do this when, you know, I lost money? Like, I'm trying to do this. And he just continued to obey, you know. And some of y'all, can you understand? Some of y'all, some of us in the past, in that moment, whatever needs to happen to get you where you say you want to go. Some of y'all, it's just giving some people, it's just like you obeying the wrong things. Like, you know, you're not paying attention to what you consume. Because, you know, when they used to say, when I say they, I mean media. I remember seeing media where they would say, like, you are what you eat. And it's just like, well, eat, eat. But you are what you consume. And that's in every, you know, aspect. But some people obey the wrong thing, and some may feel it's judgment day. And maybe it is and maybe it ain't. You know your shit. But have you been moving? Have you been moving? That's what you gonna get. That's your reward. And some people, they don't like their reward. They know what's coming for them, and they don't want to experience it. Child, that's a Scorpio, child. It's given this is heavily resonating with a Scorpio, but it's given Scorpion. I mean, look that up if you want. Like some people, like it just reminded me again of Young and May, when she said, "I got 2 lions with me. You got 10 sheep." And it's no diss on sheep, but it's like you got innocence here. You know, you got sheep. Or is that lamb? Anyway. But it's just like innocence. And then and some people have like with this innocence, some people, this emergency that may be created, that's gonna be created, that's already created, some people are already in it, they probably got witnesses. Arrows, witnesses. They probably got witnesses. Did they really witness it? But back to the, 10 lions, 2 sheep. No, that's not how it is. It's reverse. Some people have different, they walking with different protection, different power, different guidance, different. They, and it's layered, I feel like, for some. But some people were highly underestimated. They were highly underestimated. And then I feel like you had those who was just taking energy. And when I say that, it could, I mean, like, with people you follow. And it could be follow, support, fan, admirer. Take it how it resonates. I just feel like you've done things like, help them in numbers. Like, say for instance, if they're artists of some sort and your contribution, gain more for them. I feel like some people, even if you don't know this person, they know it. And I just feel like it's not reciprocal. So even in that aspect, because this is hitting, this heartache and loss, this taking the love away, is hitting directly and indirectly, and some people don't like it. Some people are going to, like I said, create this emergency to come back in your energy. They need your help. They want your help. And some people may take it personal when there's a decline. Because 2 and 3 equates to 5. And there is a change. 5, 5, 5. It's given as above, so below. Some people have severed, blocked, denied access in a lot of different ways to a lot of different, people. And they feel it. And some people feel it coming, whatever the fuck that is. Wonk, wonk, wonk. I ain't trying to be funny, but that is what I just heard, so I'm gonna share it with you. It's a part of this reading. But I really want to get up out of this reading. Let me see. Should I do? Okay, I'm here. Do 2 more different signs to pull 2 different cards. Bottom of the deck, we got obstacles and challenges with this 5. 5, 5, 5. That usually is rapid change, rapid movement, changes. Because after 5, you round up. And it's just getting hot in here. The heat is being turned up. And I just feel like some people are on their way out of here. Like some people are going to jail. And I feel like other readers have spoke about this, but it just goes back to what I was saying earlier, like, life eventually breadcrumbs you. But some people have more luck than others. Like I said, there's Jupiter placements. You know, some people have more luck than others. But, and I'm hearing emotions make you cry sometime. What's up with this energy? Some people have more luck than others in a lot that they do. But I just feel like this time they chose to be in the ring with a heavyweight. A heavyweight, a chosen one. I don't know, you know, an expert, a master. They chose to be in the ring with a heavyweight. And they listened to probably 10 people that sent them the fuck off. That was telling them about their opponent. They chose to make it an opponent. You know, they was the send-off. They was the send-off. But they had a hand in it too. What's up with this? And it's just giving, also like I said, it's a Scorpio in this, but it's giving Scorpion like energy, this water energy, this Mars and Cancer energy, Mars retrograde and Cancer energy. I feel like a Scorpio, take how it resonates, a Jupiter placement, water sign, all the other zodiacs I mentioned earlier, is wanting this or causing this to be revealed. Triumph. 7, divine number. I just feel like that's because they are moving in truth. They, you know, they're moving in truth of themselves. They are moving in truth of what it is. Like, you know, it's just like, yeah, this happened. And this may have been what you was told, but this is what happened on both parts. Like, they owning their own shit. It's like, you're not going to tell them about them. You know what I mean? So it's just like, since you want to talk about it, since you want to stir it up around in their energy, because I just feel like some of y'all are alchemists. Like, really alchemists. And it's just, again, we got an alchemist. And I just feel like some people are just really, they underestimated. They was listening to the wrong people. They could have listened to themselves, or they could have just got to know the person. Like, feeling like now it was the setup, but it's just like, you was all for this. You was providing intel and shit. You might not have liked something they said at first, but, you know, you responded the way you responded when they was in your energy. Y'all was exchanging energies. And then I just feel like some people felt like their energy was polluted by dealing with this other energy, situation, person, job, marriage, child, you know, parent. They felt like it was polluted. So they said, you know what? Let me fall back and do what's best for me. I want to live. Because some people are just feeling like, you know, they were attacked. They may have been, you know, tried to be taken out, unalive, 777. Yeah. And I feel like this is happening for people. Like, you know, some people feel like this is happening for them. And it is. But that doesn't mean you're going to be unalived in the 3D. That doesn't mean you're going to leave this earth. You know, people are so scared of death. You know, but I feel like, you know, or can you understand? Death means endings. Doesn't mean the death of life. Excuse me. It just means that this is ended. Some people may feel like, well, if this ends, it would be the death of me. Well, if you believe it, it'll manifest. Bobo. Next. Because it's the wolf you feed. If you putting your energy in it, like, you know, because I had a relationship with this person. And they gambled. Like, I gave them my card, my debit card, to go to the grocery store while I was at work. And I had just got paid. And were they working at the time? I don't remember, but this is something we would do. Go to the grocery store, go half on the groceries, or you buy them this time on, you know, whatever. So they went to the boat and spent my money. Like, I saw, like, spent all of my money, like, kept going back to the ATM. And it was just like, when I got back to the house, they had it set up like they was gonna kill themselves or unalive themselves. I apologize, trigger warning. Unalive themselves. And they had an X-Acto knife. And it was mine because I was using it for a project at the time. A school project at the time. And I had some other homies that had came over and helped me. Because I think at this time I had moved. And I didn't have no furniture. I just had a bed and I think a TV. It was a huge apartment. But my focus wasn't to furnish that. It was just to finish school. So I had some homies to help me do the project. But then I don't know if it was before or after. And this person never even liked them. But after we broke up, one of them was like, yeah, they bought us all these drinks, and nah, we ain't tell them shit, but we got them drinks though. Anyway. And but anyway, I came in and they had it set up with the X-Acto knife, sitting on the floor, crying, snotting it up. Like they was gonna kill themselves. Excuse me, trigger warning. Like they was gonna slit their wrist with the X-Acto knife. And it was a red fucking flag, but I ignored it and stayed. But eventually I swerved. It was a red fucking flag. But they ain't want to do shit. I'm saying it to say, like, death don't always mean leaving this world. They didn't want to do shit. But that was a point for them to, like, you know, because it was a performance. It was a show. That was a point where they could have, like, okay, you going through all these theatrics when you just could have just woo woo woo. Clearly it's a problem because now the consequences is here, and you don't want to deal with them. But it was consequences before, but that communication was a little messed up, so I didn't really consider that a red flag. But anyway, so I snatched the X-Acto knife from them, and what did they do? They like jumped back like, like you gonna cut me. And I'm thinking like, but I thought you was trying to die. So maybe I'll cut the palm of your hand, but you got it towards your wrist when I walk in. So like, because we got band-aids for this, if that had happened. Because yeah, I snatched the shit. And that was the possibility. But, you know, I'm just like, I'm not going to sit here and go through all these emotional... I didn't went through enough at work. Like, what we finna do? So, and it was respectfully. I wasn't trying to, you stupid MF, or none of that. You know, I'm just like, I wasn't finna sit in that energy. So, but it's just like they was jumping back like, oh, you gonna cut my hand? But it's like, I thought you was trying to die though. You worried about a cut hand? So, and I feel like for that, it's just some people, like I said, they didn't know who was walking with you. You know, with this 10 sheep and 2 lions. I'm going to use that because we referred to that 444 with the, and melee. But, you won 10 toes down with yourself. So you can't say that, you know, these people you went to counsel to set you up. Like, you won 10 toes down with yourself. That's why they was able to do it, and you was riding with it. And now it's just giving the pain. But I'm also hearing the champ is here. Like, because I know I had this one ex come back around. This was, when was this? It was Mercury retrograde too. We just gonna put that out there. And what? I can't remember. But I had got the energy, like somebody was just like, you're gonna have an ex come back around, woo woo, they gonna call you woo woo. So they call. And it wasn't the ex I expected, you know, but then it was like, well, why have any expectations? Because if you know, you know. So they called and was talking and was just like, if it's like that street talk, like, you know, well, where I'm from anyway, but I feel like it's the same depending on where you're from. Just like, well, you know, I just want us to be cool, and if anything, I ain't gonna you know, just when I need you. Because I was telling them, like, we don't need to communicate no more. Not like stop calling me like it's an issue, but we don't need to communicate no more. We talked about it. It was what it was, you know, and we don't need to communicate no more. And it was like, man, it's like that, you know, I was just trying to, you know, just in case, you know, if I need you to do something for me, and you still living that life. Like, do something for you. Do something for you. I ain't doing nothing for you. Like, did you ask me? Did I want to do something for you? You know, and because the love is lost, it's not there anymore. And then and it's just really feeling like heavily that some people have removed their love, their attention, their energy, take it how it resonates, from certain people in certain situations, and they feeling it. You know, it's hot. They hot in the collar. They need help. You know, it's giving help, and they gonna try to come in here on some love stuff, on some I love you, on some God stuff, and you got to forgive and all that other stuff. Take it how it resonates. That's your mama, that's your sister. You love them. Y'all been together this long. Y'all been friends. Y'all been through so much. You ain't got to keep going through it though. You know. And some people have chose that. But like I said, this ex called and they was just like, I just was like, no, I'm not. No, you ain't gonna need me for nothing, because it's access denied, basically. So while I was on the phone with him, I saw like his trauma, you know, and it was like, it was something that resonated with me. It was trauma that resonated with me too. So it just let me know, like, okay, this is because they say opposites attract, but that's just on the surface. You know what I'm saying? You attract people that are vibrating the same as you, whether it's in you or on you. You know what I mean? Whether you conscious or unconscious, bloodline. You know, and this is in whatever aspect. So we resonated when we resonated, but we didn't resonate no more. So it was just like, no, swerve. And I just feel like, again, a lot of people staying in this same lane and it ain't working for them no more. And life eventually breadcrumbs you if you don't switch up. But some of these lanes now that you had access to, or some people had access to, they are denied. They are denied. Like, it's just like, no, no, no. That remind me of Monique. What's that movie? Is it Tuka play that game? I forgot the character. Some with a guy though, but anyway, like I said, this is an X for some. What else here? Authority. It's also giving clarity. Authority. The truth is here. Cat Williams kicked it off. I'm not saying that like it's his fault, like, you know, because everybody, you know, put it in the ether. You know, everybody did what they did to contribute to this. Wherever it is, you resonated with this, whether you heartache and loss or spiritual union. Like, And some people are trying to connect. They trying to do something they ain't did before, to have what they ain't had before. And it's every level. It's just new levels, new devils. But some not. But is your discernment there? Is your discernment there? It's just giving a tragedy, a tragedy, a tragedy. Some people, it's just like it's a tragedy. Four is stability here. 7 is 11. We got 11 again. 11, 11. 47, 47. 74, 74. 222. The angel numbers are hidden, baby. They hidden. If you know, you know. 11, 11, 111. All right. I'm getting a little bored now. It's giving Gemini, there's some clarity that needs to be revealed. Faces. Some change. Anything else? Anything else for the collective? Emotional withdrawal. We have an 8. It came out in the reverse, but I was told to take it in the upright. It's just giving some people feel back, and they feel back hard, and they comfortable now. They comfortable. They don't want to let, you know, let you back in, let situations back in, let energy back in. They don't want to do it. Not no more. Some people feel like dealing with certain situations, people's jobs, family, parents, children, it equates death, you know. And trigger warning, I'm not talking about being unalived. I'm talking about in any aspect. Some people may feel like, you know, people may hurt them. Because I know I was healing one time, and this person had called home to their parent and was trying to get them to do something. But it was just overly aggressive. It was a fear energy. Like, it was their parent, and it's just like the energy was overly aggressive. It's giving berserker. It was overly aggressive. Like, you know, it's just like, no. No, no, no. And I feel like that energy on the other end of that call fear for their life. So some people feel like they lost without you. But they holding on to the past like a motherfucker. Like they just holding on to the past. Like, let it go. It was what it was. It was what you made it, you know, however this is, you know, because some people took the past and decided to heal, to get it together, to, you know, and people may feel like, well, you ain't did this. I mean, your healing and their healing is two different things. You've evolved, you've leveled up, you switch lanes, you know, whether it's serving you or not, you're comfortable with swerving, you know, when love ain't being served no more, respect ain't being served no more, money ain't being served no more, support and appreciation ain't being served no more. And you also realizing when it was never even there. Excuse me. I'm sipping a little herbs. Herbs. What else is in there? Yeah, loose herbs. But anyway, you just like, I mean, I heard you. And some people, this lesson, because it's lessons, it's a lesson here. And that's what Mercury retrograde and this Sagittarius energy, but Mercury retrograde period is about. Lessons. You know, there's a rewind, so you can learn something that you might have not have been learning, you know, and you've experienced it and experienced it, you know, and it's just like, man, I just want to get out of this situation, so I'm gonna go over here, you know, and I don't know what this is, and I don't, you know, and sometimes you don't know what it is, but sometimes you know it don't feel right, and you know it look like a duck and it's quacking like a duck, so more than likely it's a duck, and it's bringing up feelings of that previous duck. But you just go over there because you don't want to be in the hot seat, you know, because some of y'all was hot, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you being burned alive, you know, with what you did and what you feel like is coming from you for you, you know. But it's coming from you. You know, if you believe it, it'll manifest. You also know what energy you put out here. You also know how you've been moving in the streets, in the sheets, in the ethers, whatever it is you're doing. Because you got a lot of people that are spiritual narcissists, and they will harass you. Like Jay-Z said, he said, I harass you while you in Paris. Please come back home. You 444. You know the album, but and this ain't a shutout. I'm just referring to that lyric. Like, some people are harassing people spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, all that. And some people have switched lanes and denied access to that energy in all these lanes. No matter what the title is, mama, daddy, sister, brother, child, auntie, uncle, person who raised me. Because the thing is, people switch up. They switch up. They switch up. But they don't want you to switch up. And some people may call it the devil, you know. But I just feel like if that's what they calling it, then they talking about themselves. You know, but some people switched up and some people don't know how to switch up. Some people don't know how. Some people ain't even trying to learn how. And that's okay. But it's just giving like, don't take my love away. Like, people trying to come in and fight for it. They mad because you swerved. They mad because you switched lanes. They mad because you ain't moving how you used to move no more. You ain't frequenting the places you used to frequent no more. You ain't, you know, they mad. And I feel like they coming in with an emergency to try to draw you out. Wherever you at, whatever you doing, whatever world or place you moving in, however you do you, whatever industry you in, they trying to come in and try to draw you out. They gonna try to create a fire because they under fire. But again, you got to use your discernment, boo-boo. And know who you are as well as what you are. All right, I think I'm going to go. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in. Do, 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 do.